Hi everyone, it's Maggie, and I'm here to finish up my journal covers. I thought I would do a last few minute little details and then just show the completed covers. So I'm going to start with this one because I thought it was finished. It's not. I did add this little piece here in the middle, the rhinestone and pearl. I'm going to move these aside. So I no longer like this. So I've thought of something else. And it's either going to work or it isn't, but I'm going to try it out. So basically this video is going to be finishing them up. Excuse me. Sorry. And finishing them up and, with a last few details, and then they'll be done. And then I'll just do a quick flip through at the same time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go along the bottom of the cover and basically just cut this off. I'm sure there's a few watching now that may be going, what is she doing? I do already have a plan though, so hopefully it'll work, because like I said, I really don't, I didn't like how it's set, excuse me, when I closed the cover. Let's put it that way. This really wasn't the right, it really wasn't the right type of lace to put it at the bottom. At least I didn't think so. Okay. So you're going to see a little bit of this. So the color will still be in there. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this trim here. Here's the right one. And I'm going to cover up where I cut it. And some might say, well, I liked it the way it was. Why did you do that? And others might say, oh yeah, I like that better. Which is okay, because not everybody's going to agree with this probably. All right, let me cut this here. All right, so let me get that out of the way. Sorry for the lighting. The sun's out. My windows, I have a big picture window over here to my right, but I don't know if it's showing dark or not. And I have my chandelier on above, so I don't know what else to do as far as the lighting goes. All right, so let me just start gluing this down. So yeah, I went through some stuff just to see, okay, what can I do to make it look and feel like they're finished covers. And so I brought a few things out, and I'm pretty sure they're going to work, but we'll see. And I do love how they're basically coming out, though. The images were just fun to work with, and they're just so beautiful. And I really didn't want to cover them up with, a lot of appliques and stuff like that. So, I mean, I think I'm keeping these, pretty simple for me. I tend to sometimes over embellish, which, I mean, I usually like the end product, so to me, oh, that's okay. All right, so I don't need this one either. Yeah, I'm usually pretty happy. Once in a while, I'll make something and I'll be like, no, that didn't come out right. That's not how I wanted it, and I just don't like it at all. And then I'll either trash it or start over again, or try to fix it. Just some things can't be fixed. All right, and then I have this, and I know at first glance it looks like, well, how does that go with that? But see, there's a little bit of purple and or lavender. There's a little bit of green. So she has green, in her hat and along her dress. And then this is actually purple here. And I don't know if you can really see it, but that's actually shades of like a grayish purple. So I need to finish it off. I don't like to leave the trims. Sometimes I do, but I don't always. I like to put something over it to have it look like it's finished. So let me show you what's in my thought process. I just need to see which side is which. I guess it doesn't really even matter, but I think this is the underside. All right, so let's go, and I'm just going to look one more time before I commit to it. But I don't know why, but for me this works and I like it, so I am going to put this down. And again, not everybody may agree, but and you can, hopefully, I know everyone that watches isn't going to comment. That just doesn't happen. But I hope if you do comment, you do let me know what you think. I can take constructive criticism very well. And if you have a difference of opinion, I welcome that. I really do. So don't be afraid to say what you think. I mean, you can say it without, like, I've had a few nasty comments over the years, and those, to be honest with you, they don't even bother me, because I just consider the source, and they're usually someone that is like that just about with everybody. It's not just me. So I know a lot of people, a lot of crafters, it does bother to get negative feedback. And I get that. It's, it's not fun to hear somebody doesn't like something you do, or, whatever. But, I mean, it's pretty unrealistic to think that everybody's going to, like what you do. But that's why I say, you can leave whatever you feel in the comments. If I didn't say that, well, then I wouldn't expect you to. I don't even, I don't even know what I'm jabbering about. I'm trying to engage a little more while I'm crafting, because I don't like to just sit here and craft knowing that I'm videoing and people are going to watch. And so, all right, let's see. Okay, yeah, so see, I do like how that came out. I do like that. I like it much better than, having this here. All right. So I'm putting that one aside. Now these two, I've done some things, excuse me, that I used the same pieces, but I tried to in different ways. Some of the same pieces, and I'll show you what I mean. All right, so behind the images, I had a couple of these little small fabric and crochet doilies. So I put one under her, and this one goes underneath this wide trim here for her. I used the same flowers, I just put them in a little bit a different place. And then as far as down the bottom, there's only one trim that I used in both of them, and that's this trim here, and I'll show you on the inside. All right, so I don't think I had done anything to these covers. I just did the last video. I think I just worked on that other one. So I added this trim on the outside here on the side, and then when you open it up, I added this trim on the inside, and then on the same on, you know, on the back side, and then I added this trim, and this is the trim that I used the same on both of them. So I added that trim. And then on the front cover of the cover, I added this dangle trim here. Then I added this bluish gray, which she has also in the image. I added that. I just turned this around and I added that, and then to finish it off, I added, because the pink flower, little flowers were perfect, so I added that trim to finish it off. And then this, I don't even know if you can tell, but this has some bluish gray in between the material of this flower. Okay, and so this one, like I said, there's the same flower. Basically, they're just like mirror images, but I added this further down. I added this wide white trim on the front and the back, and then on the inside I added this trim, and then there's that same trim at the bottom. And so that's all I've done so far with this one. And I don't know why I did these with some of the same products, but for some reason, I think it was all the pink and the lavender and the bluish gray. It just seemed like, and then they're each facing the other way. It just seemed like they belonged like as a set. So that's why that was the reasoning behind doing what I did with these. But I think I have enough different details in the two of them that, you know, it doesn't look like because I didn't just, you know, put all the same stuff down on each one. And what was I going to say about this one? Oh, and this one, because she has more like browns and beiges, and that this just seemed like the image, even though the image went, you know, was a set with the other images on the digital, I just felt like she needed her own thing done. So anyways, that was my thought process for that. All right, so let's get to this one. All right, so I think the only other thing and I forgot to I think I forgot to show, I added this dangle trim here, and then this trim to finish that off. And I forgot to mention that all these laces, trims, pieces of applique, they're all Crafty Me Shop. And there'll be a link in the description box to the Facebook group, because that's the only way you can buy from Crafty Me Shop. So on this one, I found this earring I had in my stash, and it's the bluish gray. And so I'm going to put that in the middle there. I just took the stud piece out of it. And it's the only one I have. Either I used the other one or I only had the one, you know, that I might have gotten from, you know, from a, like a bag of costume jewelry. I have so much costume jewelry, it isn't funny. Oh, all right, I really want to make sure that's in there good. Okay. So I think that's all I'm going to do to, well, now that I think about it, I'm not sure. I just realized these 3 flowers here could do with something. Let me look and see what I have here. I have something I can use. I'm trying to think. What do I have? Give me 1 second. I'm going to have to rummage through a drawer. I'm looking for pink flowers. Okay. I'll find something. Right. All right. Hold on. Let's see. All right, let me see. So I can, no, I pulled out the wrong one. All right, that doesn't go at all. These don't go at all. But let me check this here, because this even has some silver in it. I'm thinking, all right, hold on. Before I cut any more. Oh, all right, I'm going to cut 2 more and then see how it looks. I think I'm liking this. That's what happens when you don't always, I have to get to the eye doctor, oh my gosh. But you know how when your eyes start to change and everything gets a little fuzzy, so if I'm up close, whoops, that goes there. If I'm up close, I need to take my glasses off. But I have to put them back on if I'm not like my, you know, my face is right here in the, okay, yeah, see? I like that. And I know I tend to go a little over the top with embellishments, but I really like that. So I'm going to go for it. I really want to get that down in there. Okay. All right. So see, now I really like that. Now I think it's done. I liked how that came out. Okay. This might be my new favorite. This one was my new favorite until I had problems with the bottom. And now that I'm looking at it, now that I've glued it down, I really don't know if I like that. Oh, good grief. Oh well. I'll have to think about it. And maybe change it again. We'll see. I won't do it on camera though. Okay, so this one, I have this piece here that I'm going to put in the middle of that one. But before I do that, because it's dimensional, I'm going to open this up. And these little pink flowers, I mean, I could leave them like that, but see how in the middle they have the, you know, the little holes. So no, I can't leave that. So what I'm going to do is, I've had these for so long. This whole thing was like full of, you can see how tiny the let me grab one. See how tiny those are? So this is what I'm going to do. And I'll see how long it takes, because I don't want you to get bored either, but that's going to go right there. And I mean, to me, it, you know, it is, when I say all in the details, it really is in the details. All right. I need that sticky stuff to work. All right, let me put these aside, because this I can still use, the little flowers. All right, let's put this. For this, I'm going to use the art glitter glue. I'm not going to use the hot glue, because they're too tiny. The glue would be all over the place. Okay, so I'll put some glue, and the glue will at least dry clear. So I'm going to put some in the middle. And I'm only going to do a few at a time, because this glue dries quick. Okay. Oh, that's still... They were on a, believe it or not, these tiny, tiny pearls were on a string. And that's all I'm picking up is the strings. Come on. These two are stuck together. Let me get that. This isn't necessarily easy to do. I've done this before. I did a whole purse. And that's why I only have as many as I do now, because I used so many on that purse. So this is Tuesday, and I'll probably be able to put this up sometime this afternoon or tonight. I do have to go to the high school to pick up my grandson, so it'll depend on when I get finished. Oh, okay. When I get this published. But yeah, I think I get off track. I think I was talking about the details, right? So, I mean, to me, these tiny little details, you hardly see them, but for me, I just think they make a huge difference in the project. All right, where am I? Right here. You just want to make sure the glitter glue is so strong that you just have to make sure that they're in the glue, and then when they're dry or almost dry, you can kind of tamp them down a little more. But I don't want to do that right now, because it'll just it'll just flatten everything out. One more. And I don't even know if the camera's, I can't bring the camera any closer, but I'll hold it up. When I'm done, I'll hold it up much closer so you can see. Hopefully you can see. So these covers, they were really fun to do. Making covers is my favorite thing. Well, embellishing them anyways. Turning them into an actual journal cover. I mean, this could be, it's past Mother's Day, but I mean, technically, could be a cover for a Mother's Day journal, could be a cover for a spring journal or a summer journal, with flowers and stuff like that. Could be one for, like a tea or coffee journal. There's a lot. Oh, I missed one. There's a lot you can do with these as far as what type of journal to use them on. There we go. Okay, these I'm just gonna should be, yep, there. The glue is dry enough. I don't have to worry about them falling off. Hopefully once the pollen is pretty much gone, that yellow stuff we get so bad, I'll be able to, I'll do more videos. It's just right now it's so aggravating having to cough and clear my throat all the time. It drives me nuts, so I can't imagine how it is with you guys. When I'm on with Patty, excuse me, I have to mute all the time so they don't, so whoever's watching and in the chat doesn't have to listen to me hacking away. And unfortunately it's chronic, so I'm always going to have it now. Oops, there's push that over. There was a string in between. I'll have to find some more of these. Oh, I know. Oh, I can't think of her name. Sent me these tiny, tiny pearls. I can't think of her name. Was it from, I think, Australia or New Zealand? I always get them mixed up. Years ago, several years ago, she made me some embroidered flowers. Just to finish this so I can hold it up, let me just pat those down a little more. Whoops. Yeah, see, that's not dry enough. There. All right. Let's put those over here. And then the last thing is to add this. To the middle. And then this one's done. Okay. So let me get that close so you can see. Now see, I can't see the screen till I, hold on, let me put my glasses back on to see if it's blurry or not. I think you can see now. So you can see the tiny pearls in the middle. So this one's all done. Oh, hold on, let me get that back in there. So that's it. They're all done. So we have this one. You can see the different trims. And at the bottom, and then we have this one. And the dangles down the bottom. And then we have this one. I'm going to live with this for a little while and see, but I may end up changing just this. I love this one with it, with the trim underneath, but I may end up changing that. But I want to live with it just for a little while just to see, because she was my favorite image. So I wanted this to be my favorite cover, but we'll have to see. All right, so there we have it. They're all done. So thanks for hanging out with me while I did this. And please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about them. I'm going to be making some more covers because it's just my, like I said when I showed some pictures on Facebook, it's just my happy place. And you always want to be happy, right? So, okay, so I'm going to say they're finished, and I will be back again soon, hopefully with another, like craft along, project share type of thing. I'm just not sure what I'm going to do next. So I'll just say bye for now.